Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, you will learn how to use lookup and pivot in Power Query. As you are seeing my screen, we have this employee master table wherein we have the employee ID, employee name and the department. Then we have the attendance table wherein we have date and we have the employee ID and we have the attendance code like L for leave, A for absent and P for present. We have to create this type of report using the Power Query wherein we have the employee ID, employee name and the department which we are taking from the employee master name and department because we don't have the employee name and department here in the attendance. And then we are converting that attendance in this pivot form. Date is coming on the different columns, then we have the attendance here. This is directly connected with the employee master and attendance. Let me show you. Let's say for this employee I am changing the name as PK and department I am changing as MIS for 10001. If I will come to the attendance and here we can see we have still old data, so we can simply right click and say refresh and click on OK. So you can see it is refreshing the query. Now query is refreshed and you can see the latest information here. Similarly you can mark the attendance also. Let's say here I am taking the employee, the first one, this one, and I'm marking present for next few days. And if I will come here, then here you can see leave and absent. If I will right click and refresh, then same attendance will be marked. Alright, I'll show you how you can transform the data in this format using the Power Query. So let's start without delay. Here we have employee master and we have here employee attendance. Now first of all we will convert these two range into the Excel table. So just select this range and press Ctrl T. It has selected the range and it is already checked my data has headers. Click on OK. So it has been converted into a table and that table name is table 1. We can change it as, let's say, employee master. Okay, I have put here underscore. We cannot put the space there and just hit the enter. You can just uncheck this vendit rows filter button. Okay, and now come to the employee attendance, select this range, press Ctrl T and click on OK. So this is also a table and we can see in the table design the name is table 2. We can say this is employee attendance. Okay, and uncheck the vendit rows and filter button. So we have two different tables here. Now we will load these two tables to the Power Query. So select the first table and click anywhere on the table and then go to the data and you can click on this icon which is from table/range, or you can go to the get data and you can go to the from other source and click on from table/range. So it is loading the data for the employee master and here you can see we have the employee master. Okay. Now you can go to the close and load to, then you can load the only create connection. Click on OK. So we can see the employee master connection only here. Okay, now we will go to the employee attendance and just click anywhere on the table and just click on this icon from table/range. So we have both of the table in the Power Query now. It is loaded as employee_attendance. Okay. But date here it has taken date and time, so we will take only date, this one, and click on replace current. Now here in this table we don't have employee name and the department of the employee. So first thing we will put the lookup from the employee master table and we will bring the department, this column, and the employee name. Okay, so to put the lookup we will use the merge query. So select this query at employee_attendance and go to the home and merge query and click on merge query. Now we will merge the query on the basis of any key. So here employee_attendance, the key will be employee ID, and select the second table which is employee master and the key will be employee ID. Okay, now here you can see the selection matches 465 of 465 rows from the first table. Click on OK. Now here we have the table for the employee master. We will expand this table by clicking on this two faces arrow. Just click on this and here first uncheck this use original column name as prefix. Uncheck this and uncheck all and let's take only employee name and department. So we have employee name and department. Alright. Now let's move this attendance column in the last. Right click and move to end. Alright. Now for this date column we will use the pivot. Just select this column, go to the transform tab, and here you can see pivot column button. Just click on pivot column, and now it will ask the column name for value. So let's select the attendance and go to the advanced option, and here it is taking the aggregate value function. It will take the count. If I will click on OK, let me show you, then it is taking the count. So but we need the P, A or L. So what I will do, let's click on this gear icon for the pivot column and go to the advanced option, and here we will say don't aggregate. Click on OK, click on OK. Now you can see it is not aggregating, it is just taking the actual attendance for each date. So our data is ready. Now if I will try to load, then it will load both of the tables. Actually we don't need this employee master table, but because we are referring it here in the merge query, so what we will do, we will combine both of the query into one. So what I will do here, let's select this employee master, right click, go to the advanced editor, copy this code, and then go to the employee underscore attendance, right click, go to the advanced editor, and here just enter and create some space and paste that code here. We don't need this in code, we don't need this let also. Now here in place of source, let's put employee underscore master source. Okay, and here in the change type we can say employee master underscore change type, employee underscore master change type. It is showing the error just because we haven't put the comma in the last. So now we have the comma. Alright, so we have two sources here. One is main source, which is the employee attendance table, another is employee master source. So we will use employee underscore master source. Here we have taken employee underscore master table, so let's use this one new. Click on done. So here you can see it is working perfect. Now we can delete this one, right click and delete this, delete. Still it is working. Alright friends, now we can say close and load. So it will load that query here. So we have new sheet and we can rename this as final attendance. We can close this and you can go to the view and remove the grid lines from here and remove the filter. Okay, you can change the table design whatever you want. So let's take from here anyone, let's say this one. You can remove the vended rows. Alright, now if I will change anything here, let's say I want to change the name of this employee as PK, you can simply refresh this, name will be changed here as PK. Alright friends, so friends, that is how you can use the lookup and the pivot in your Power Query, and it is the best way to transform your data. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for watching.